Hello, I'm Dina Smith. Welcome to the announcement of the finalists for the 2020 QWF Literary Awards, coming to you from the beautiful and historic Atwater Library and Computer Center. This year, we're doing things a little differently. Every day during the week of October 13th, we will bring you a new video reveal of the finalists for one of 7 categories: first book, children's literature, translation, playwriting, poetry, nonfiction, and fiction. Be sure to tune in throughout the week to find out who made the shortlist. Since 1988, the QWF Literary Awards have celebrated the best works published by English language writers and translators of Quebec, as well as those translating English works from Quebec into French. Each award comes with a purse of $3,000. All winners of this year's prizes will be announced during a special celebratory video broadcast gala at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, November 4th, so save the date. Before we get into our category finalists, the QWF would like to thank this year's sponsors: John Blatchford, the Cole Foundation, Concordia University, Librairie Paragraph Bookstore, Gabrielle Safdie, and 3 anonymous donors. Today we announce the 5 finalists for the 2020 A.M. Klein Prize for Poetry. This year's jury was composed of poets Katia Grubisic of Montreal, Ben Ladouceur, and Hoa Nguyen, both of Toronto. First finalist is Oana Avasilichioaei for 8-track, published by Talonbooks. Wannavasi interweaves poetry, translation, photography, sound, and performance to explore an expanded idea of language. She has published 6 poetry collections and multiple sound performance works. She has also translated 8 books of poetry and prose from French and Romanian. Her translation of Bertrand Laverdure's Readopolis won the Governor General's Literary Award. 8-track assembles a set of discordant melodies, polyphonic voices, transcriptions, theaters, and images in a struggle to hold on to agency and awe. This is ultimately a book of relations, of each of us to the other, to other life forms, to environments, to cultures, to the obsolete and the absolute, to the animal vitality we share. The second finalist is Simina Banu for Pop, published by Coach House Books. Simina Banu is a writer interested in interrogating her own experience with technology, consumerism, pop culture, and the poetics of untranslation. Her poetry has appeared in numerous journals, including Filling Station, Untethered, Inwards Magazine, and the Feathertail Review. Pop is her first full-length collection of poetry. The book takes an uncommon perspective on modern poetic traditions, combining deft lyricism with visual poems for a playful romp. It invites the reader to journey both forwards and backward, in time to retrace steps, solve word searches, hold pages to the light. Pop delineates the intensities of a volatile relationship through a variety of lenses. The third finalist is Peter Dubé for The Headless Man, published by Anvil Press. Peter Dubé is the author, co-author, or editor of 11 books, including the novels Hovering World and The City's Gates, the short fiction collection At the Bottom of the Sky, the novella Subtle Bodies, a finalist for the Shirley Jackson Award, and Conjure, a book of spells, a collection of prose poems that was shortlisted for the A.M. Klein Prize. The Headless Man is a gothic, picaresque narrative laced with horror and humor. In it, Dubé addresses his concerns with queer challenges to identity and sexual boundaries, explores questions about insider and outsider, and looks at what constitutes the normal and what is relegated to the realm of the monstrous. The fourth finalist is Stephanie Roberts for Rushes from the River Disappointment, published by McGill-Queen's University Press. Stephanie Roberts was born in Panama, grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and eventually settled in the Beauharnois region of Quebec. She self-published As We Are, a collection of short fiction, and The Melting Potential of Fire, a poetry collection that is part travel journal and part love letter. In the last 3 years, she's been nominated for the Pushcart Prize 4 times, the Best of the Net 3 times. Rushes from the River Disappointment is a meditative, musically attentive collection that explores the confounding nature of intimate relationships. Stephanie Roberts' poetic expression is often irreverent, unapologetic, and infused with humor that can take surprisingly grave turns. The 5th finalist is Sarah Wolfson for A Common Name for Everything, published by Green Writers Press. Sarah Wolfson's poems have appeared in Canadian and American journals, including The Fiddlehead, Agni, Michigan Quarterly Review, Prism International, and Tri-Quarterly, and have twice been nominated for a Pushcart Prize. She holds an MFA from the University of Michigan. Originally from Vermont, she now lives in Montreal and teaches at McGill University. The poems in A Common Name for Everything build idiosyncratic worlds around the themes of nature, home, parenting, and naming, worlds that are at once poignant and absurd, steeped in sound play and borrowing academic language to create a specimen lens. These poems bask in the local as they seek to name even the commonest earthly things. Congratulations to all of the finalists and their publishers. You can buy copies of the shortlisted works by visiting Paragraph Bookstore either in person or on the store's website at paragraphbooks.com. Paragraph has a special section dedicated to the QWF Award finalists with all titles available at a discount. Be sure to tune in every day at 11 a.m. from October 13th to October 19th to discover the finalists in all of the other categories as they too are announced. And if you missed the initial broadcast, the video will be posted on our website at qwf.org. We'll also be tweeting, Instagramming, and Facebooking. Be sure to follow us online. And don't forget to join us on November 4th for our virtual Literary Awards Gala, where we will be celebrating the finalists and the winners. Happy reading.